Hello guys, this is Pipkin06. Thanks for coming along to see my walkthrough of Final Fantasy VII. I've been playing this game since 1997 when it came out, so I know it fairly well. That's the only reason I've plucked up the courage to do this walkthrough. It's going to be my first ever one, so I'm hoping to get it right for you guys. Now let's get straight into it. Here we go guys, the very beginning of the game. It's quite a long game. My phone's just gone off, I do apologise if you heard that in the background. Well, what you're going to want to do in this first area before you leave is pick up potions from these two guys that have been knocked out. I'm just going to change my settings, there we go. So 1 and 2, and then head off. And this is our first fight of the game. It's pretty simple. Absolutely nothing to worry about. Just use your normal attacks. Go, first victory. And head off up the stairs. Right, I'm going to keep every character's default name in this walkthrough, because I don't like renaming characters anymore. I used to be really bad for it. I used to pick really crappy names as well, like Jack. So I'm just going to keep it at default. By the way, I do apologise if you are actually called Jack. I don't think it's a crappy name, but it is for a game like this. Now, if you're playing Final Fantasy VII for the first time ever, you know, you're in for a real treat, because it's a fantastic game. I mean, we're spoilt with video games these days with the graphics and the voice acting and all that sort of thing, but you cannot beat classics like this. So if you have never played it before, and you're following my walkthrough to help you through it, then that's fantastic. I will try my absolute best for you. I'm going to try to get everything in this walkthrough. That's all the materials, all the limit breaks, the ultimate weapons, all the side quests, all the little tiny bits, all the chocobo training and all that sort of thing. I'm going to try to get it all in there for you. unlike some walkthroughs that I've seen, I'm going to be cutting the random fights out of my walkthrough. You know, it's bad enough that you've got to go through them yourself, you don't want to be sat there watching me go through them too. I won't cut important ones out though, especially when it comes to enemy skill materia. Now whenever I come across a fight that you can learn an enemy skill from, I will keep that in the guide. There's going to be a completely separate video as well for just simply all of the enemy skill locations and how you can get them. The same with limit breaks. I'll show you how to get those easily as well, and of course each character's final limit break, which you have to do different things to acquire. And I'm going to get it all in there for you. And before you head off, make sure you head down this way, because there's an item box down here. It's got a phoenix down in it. Not massively impressive, but it's a free item. You're going to see a lot of that's just happened on screen. That's just me cutting random parts out. There's going to be a lot of that in this walkthrough. All you're doing at this point is heading towards the bottom of the reactor, where you'll set the bomb, and that's when we'll come across our first boss of the game. It's pretty easy to do, and I will go into more details once we get into the actual fight. Here we go, first boss fight of the game. It's pretty simple to do. All you need to do is keep attacking it with lightning and Barrett's normal attack. Use your limit breaks where you can, Barrett's big shot and Cloud's braver. But one thing to note, later on in this fight, well it's actually not that far off, when it lifts its tail up, make sure that you do not attack it, because it will counter attack with a laser and it will do quite a lot of damage. This is the point that I was on about earlier. I actually nearly attacked it myself then. Do not attack it during this time. If your characters need healing, then now's the perfect time to do it. because you can't really use any attacks on it at the moment. And once it puts its tail back down, you're free to attack it again. It shouldn't get a chance to lift it back up again. You're given 10 minutes to escape the reactor, which is more than enough. You don't even need to worry. Even if you get into lots of random parts, don't panic. You have plenty of time. Make sure you help Jessie at this point because she's got her leg stuck before you move on. And just make your way to the top of the reactor. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you over in part 2. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe.